keep that sacred time with yourself, you need to have a space where you're not with other people, where you go on walks, and where you just let your awareness be passive and you just walk. And you will get inspirations and you will get ideas and you will get this space where you get revelations. And you want to keep this time sacred. You want to keep this time for yourself. You're of course allowed to share some things if you resonate with, but you don't have to. If you're a creator, you don't have to share everything. You need, in fact, that time, that sacred space to grow. If you only share everything and you just think about from the perspective of other people, what they need constantly, you lose yourself. You need that perspective for yourself. You need those ideas and that time. It creates an energy and it loads you up. It's like a charger. You're charging your battery up. And from that point, that vantage point, you can call it raising your vibration, you have more clarity. You have more clarity on your path, where you want to go. You can go on the internet, like I have of course my own business and I like Alex Hormozi, he's a great business creator and he has strategies and there's these strategies and how the algorithm works, and it's important to use these tools, of course, but we can lose ourselves in those strategies, in those manuals, in those books from other people, in those teachings. You have to understand that in you is like a sacred path, sacred wisdom. You just have to create the atmosphere for you to channel that. And you have to give yourself that space. Like, right now, even when I record right now, I'm giving myself this space. Maybe you can feel it in my energy, even though it's like chaos around me. Like you could say it's chaos around me, right? There was a lot, like there was music playing over there was people yelling, there's all kinds of things going on. It's Friday night in Venice Beach, all right? But I practiced this practice to come back to myself, to come back to, okay, what's important here? Where's my authenticity? Where's my true north? Many people say, oh, you're so authentic, how are you so authentic? And partly is it because I feel when I'm not, and then I calibrate back. I calibrate in a moment, I'm aware, and I calibrate back. Like you know when something feels weird, and you can develop this skill. It's a practice, and there's so many ways to get there. There's so many techniques that I learned over the years, how to stay grounded, and how to stay with you. And that's where the most wisdom will come for you. Of course, these tools from these books can help, but you're giving your power away if you think that that is just coming from those books. And you're giving your power away if you think other people have the right answers for you. They can give you access points and they can give you tools, but I'm telling you, those walks that you have with yourself or those meditations, those practices, and then even choosing the practices that are uniquely for you. And look at how coaches never want to tell you that, because they want to tell you, no, this is the perfect practice. This is the right practice. You have to do this exactly this way, because they want you to be dependent on them, because they live in scarcity and they want your money. But I care more about truth, and I feel like if my soul is pure and I'm sharing truth, people will automatically feel that and will feel comfortable listening to my videos, to my advice, to my voice. But it's more important that I honor myself in sharing that. And I'm telling you, there's a unique way for you. Don't give your power away. And don't think like these people, and Tony Robbins is amazing, Alex Hormozi is amazing, Abraham Hicks, So many social media creators, Dan Martell, they position themselves in a way, put themselves on a pedestal that you think, oh, they have this holy thing and I have to follow everything step by step. No, that worked for them. Alex Hormozi actually talks about this. Like everybody will tell you, oh, here's my lottery ticket. Like this is how I made it. But the lottery pet ticket was already played. And there's not only time that passed, there's also a whole different human with whole different psychology and whole different skills. And their path worked for them. Yes, of course, there's strategies in business and life and relationships that work. But I'm telling you, uniquely finding what's your path, I do truly believe will help you the most. And for that, you have to think outside the box. So, how do you get there? It's with these walks. It's with keeping your sacred time. It's with meditation. And you will find even the tools that work best for you. And you will feel like a lightness. You can recognize it. You can recognize that that time works because you feel lighter. You feel lighter. You feel excitement. You feel interest. You feel resonance. It's as Bashar says, you follow your excitement with no insistence on the outcome. And I think we're done here. If you want to know more about what I teach, check out my emotional fitness book. I put it in the description. You learn a lot about creating more space, not ruminating and spending more time outside of your head, meditating. And if you have any questions or whatever you resonate with what I said today, leave it in the comments. And I'm excited to see you guys next time.